Hello, and welcome to the last video of the course, Learning Swift 2, Next Steps. In the previous video, we took a tour on the new package manager in Swift. In this video at first, we will take a quick look on the overview of what we have learned in this course. We will also see a set of interesting topics to cover in a future course. And finally, we will take a look at a set of useful reading for development in iOS using Swift. We have reached the last video of this course. Thank you for following us to the end. I hope you have enjoyed the journey until here. Let's start with a quick overview of what we learned in this course. Throughout this course, we have learned the fundamentals of Swift development, like variables and constants, data structures, like arrays and dictionaries, enums, closures, optionals, structs, and classes. We have learned the fundamentals of iOS development using Xcode and Playgrounds. We have seen a little about the MVC and singleton design pattern and how to work with the CocoaPods dependency manager. Use Alamo Fire and Swifty JSON to make network request and parse JSON respectively. Also, we have seen some of the fundamental controls in iOS development, like the UI Table View Controller and the UI Scroll View, and how to pass data between controllers in Swift. Finally, we saw a little bit about the cache process in iOS development, how to load the request on demand, adopt error handling in Swift, and about the new release of Swift open source and the new package manager. Now, let's talk about some interesting topics that we have not covered in this course, but also worthwhile to mention. Design patterns in Swift, dependency injection, the model view model pattern, among others, is commonly used in iOS development. About the new use of protocol-oriented programming using Swift, with value types to facilitate the use of object-oriented programming development in iOS. Unit testing is another indispensable topic in the life of every developer in Swift. It is very easy to make and use. And finally, another very interesting topic in Swift is the use of functional reactive programming that improves considerably the quality in the code, as Swift is a multi-paradigm programming language. Finally, I would like to recommend a set of books and video tutorials like the Apple iOS Programming Guides. You can also find in the iOS Develop library with topics about all the new releases in Swift and iOS from. We can also benefit a lot from the set of videos and books in Swift supported by Pact Publishing. The Swift Programming Language book is another very useful book about the new changes in Swift. And finally, another interesting place is the talks hosted by Realm, in which we can find a lot of very interesting talks about iOS and Swift from the best iOS developers in the world. Great! In this section, we have learned about the advanced topics in iOS development with Swift, like caching, how to adopt on-demand design, error handling in Swift, and about the release of Swift as open source. And finally, I would like to acknowledge you for watching the complete course. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Until the next one. Thanks, and good luck.